The day I turned 18, I moved out of my family's house and wasn't really prepared for the world so much. I found myself in the hospitality industry, 19 years old, working as a migrant restaurant worker. Lo and behold, I discovered wine. For me, I'm quite an emotional person, and I bring that along with me. Within my wine, I want to communicate the emotion that I have, the thing, this heart beating, the lungs breathing that I have to the world, and this is all I have to offer. Myself, my ideas, my vision, and my aesthetic, whether it be, the more rock and roll type of aesthetics, if somebody would consider it rock and roll, art, which, I'm really interested in art, music, contemporary culture, which is right here. My winery didn't start in the 1800s, it started in 1999. So the visuals are the communication of things that are found words or images that are in popular culture that can communicate what I feel is the emotional language of wine. Wine simply is an experience that we've shared, decades and centuries, and we've done it throughout the world. So it kind of connects us to the mortal coil, which is life. And so wine has been here long before, we've been here, and therefore it's a connection to the beginning, and it's a roadmap to the future. Anybody can make wine. It decides how you want to approach it. You can go to a school, you can go to a vocation, you can do it from a scientific approach. But my thing is, there's nothing else in my wine besides the grapes and the vessel they're rested in. Why? Because that's what it was like all through history. And therefore, one of the most purest things you can ever consume in your body that's still alive, and wine is a living thing.
So our goal with House of Smith is to provide wines for everyone and for every table. Whether it's a celebration of life, whether it's having a nice glass of wine with your Tuesday evening meal, we want to make sure that our wines are available for every occasion, wherever our consumers shop, wherever they drink wine, and wherever they're experiencing life. So one of our key focuses is gaining distribution in lots of different areas around the country.
The thing that got me into wine was that epiphany. Everyone has that with wine, that epiphany where they have a wine and then it opens up their world to flavors, to textures, to that kind of like, you're just like, holy cow, I didn't know I can experience these feelings. I didn't know I can experience this idea. And the same thing travels in wine, and travels in food, it travels in lots of different experiences, and that experience is kind of what life is about.
So Washington to me is the new frontier still of wine. When you look at all the major wine regions in the world, Washington's still in its infancy. And so that's really exciting. You also look at the climate and the land that we have here. It's very similar to what you see in France. So we're taking, the unique terroir that we have here in Washington. We're using fantastic winemaking practices, the best from around the world. And then we're providing the innovation and ingenuity that we have from Charles to really make a really great combo and provide something that's unique to our consumers.
The House of Smith is kind of a building block of my life, and now what lives within it is the wines that I produce, the people that I work with, my mother, my family, my friends, my daughter. Everything of my life is within this wine. It is a living testimony to all the years that I've been on this earth. For me, the greatest joy for my wine is knowing that there's people around the world that are sharing it with their friends, their family, themselves. It's drinking away a hangover, it's drinking away a heartache, it's a celebration of somebody's coupling to wed, celebrate some anniversaries, and even to toast somebody's life. I mean, this wine is my life. And that's everything.